Guys, today I'm here to impart my knowledge about what is marine environment, what is the major sources of marine environment, and what is the impact of marine environment to humans, to animals, and to shipping industries. And lastly, I am going to share my knowledge about the MARPOL Convention's history, objectives, and its annexes. But before I start, let me remind you that this video is for educational purposes only. So now guys, what is marine environment? Marine environment is the oceans, seas, bays, estuaries, and other major water bodies, including the surface interface and interaction with the atmosphere and land seaward of the main high water mark. So now, let's go to the major sources of marine environment pollution. There are two main sources of marine environment pollution, namely land-based and the shipping and maritime industry. So now, let's start with the land-based marine pollution. So this pollution came from byproduct of industries, runoff from agricultural pesticides and herbicides, effluent discharge from urban areas, exploration and exploitation activities. And now, let's go to the shipping and maritime industry. So the main sources of marine pollution in shipping and maritime industries are collision grounding or accidental discharge, operation discharge, tank washing, ballasting or deballasting machinery space discharge, and lastly is docking. Now, let's go to the impacts of marine pollution to humans. Chemicals such as oil, mercury, lead, plus pesticides, and other heavy metals can be found within the ocean and can contaminate water supplies and our food chain by affecting the marine life involved. If humans are exposed to these toxic chemicals for long periods of time, then this can result in dangerous health problems which include hormonal issues, reproductive issues, and damage to our nervous system and kidneys. Let's move on to the impact of marine pollution to animals. So plastic kills fish, birds, marine mammals, and sea turtles, destroys habitats, and even affects animals' mating rituals, which can have devastating consequences and can wipe out entire species. So now, let's move on to the impact of shipping industries to the maritime pollution. Because of the increased maritime pollution produced by the shipping industries, some of the people are complaining already because of the pollutions that is being released on the ship. Because of this, it may affect the workload of the shipping industry, resulting into the decline rate of the transportation that may result to having seafarers having problems at joining ship in order to have a great job. So this is where the MARPOL comes in, or the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships 1973 and the Protocol of 1978 relating thereto, MARPOL 73/78. But first, let's talk about the history of MARPOL and when it was adopted and entered into force and its objectives. The original MARPOL Convention was signed on February 17, 1973, but did not came into force. The current convention is a combination of the 1973 Convention and the 1978 Protocol. It entered into force on October 2, 1983. As of December 31, 2005, the 136 countries representing 98% of the world's shipping tonnage are parties to the convention. What is the objective of MARPOL 73/78? MARPOL 73/78 desires to achieve the complete elimination of international pollution of the environment by oil and other harmful substances and to minimize accidental discharge. And for the last part of my video, I will share to you the 6 annexes of the MARPOL, which is in the acronym ONOHA-SIGA. In the Annex 1, it is the regulation for the prevention of pollution by oil. And for Annex 2, it is the regulation for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk. And in Annex 3, it is the prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried in sea and in package form. And for the number 4 Annex, it is the prevention of pollution by sewage from ships. And in the 5 Annex, it is the prevention of pollution by garbage from ship. And lastly, for the 6th Annex, it is the prevention of air pollution from ships. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and the bell to get notifications of my upcoming videos. Thank you!